Well, I didn't think I was ever going to own one. My husband bought this for me for my birthday a few weeks ago, and I am without words. Just super excited, really, really happy about it. Just what a neat guy. I had made some comments about how the price of freeze-dried foods, even on sale, were becoming astronomically high and just kind of harder and harder out of reach to purchase anything more than, one bit at a time per paycheck or something. It was really getting a lot. But and he went out and just did this. He's a good guy. Not only did he do that, but he also had my son help him rewire so that we could have this put in a room that wasn't equipped for it. They did all of that for me. Well, for our family. So I'm pretty impressed. I will tell you, okay, so when this was delivered, I knew it was coming when it was delivered. And this was a couple of weeks ago. I will tell you, if you get one, you've got to go over that box that it came in with a fine-tooth comb. Look it over really, really closely. Make sure there aren't any dents or holes or anything that shows that the box has been through any trauma. Our box had trauma to it. On the very bottom of the box, there was a hole about that big, a hole. And we didn't see it. It was on the bottom, like down here. And we didn't see it. So we signed for it. We opened it up, unloaded everything, and in the side panel of the freeze dryer was a hole in the vent. And we called, and Harvest Right, my husband, called and tried to explain what was going on and saying, hey, we don't want it. Like, we're concerned it's broken. And they were like, you signed for it. It's yours. You're the proud owner. So that was a lesson learned, to always go over everything really closely when you have an appliance shipped to you, so that you don't experience what we did. Now, the company was really great and sent a vent cover, a brand new one, and they told us, well, look, we don't have to do this, but we're going to go ahead and do this. And then they did, and it worked perfectly. Now my husband hooked it up, everything's fine. Since then, I started with turkey, ground turkey, freeze-dried that, did the milk, freeze-dried milk, came out powdered milk beautifully. I got, actually, because mine's a medium size, I got almost 2 gallons of milk freeze-dried, just almost in one batch. And it went a long time. Since then, I've done some Fiesta chicken and some cut up chicken and stuff like that. So I've used it 4 or 5 times now. And I absolutely think it's fantastic. It is not really a loud machine. The room that it's in right now this is where it lives. It's near my wall of jars. I do not run it next to my jars. Thank you very much. It's on a roller, so I can take it and move it around. But this room is where it lives. And I can pull it all the way to the door and run it, and it's nowhere near the jars. This room gets cold. It's one of the coldest rooms in the house. And I can run it, and having said that, we don't really hear it. It's not been a problem. I absolutely love it. I love it. I couldn't recommend it enough. I hope that if anybody else has reservations about getting one, that you would just put it to rest. Because for instance, the other night I made a ham and pea casserole for dinner, and there was enough left to fill one tray. And I thought, well, usually I would shove stuff in the freezer, but I didn't have to. I could actually freeze dry it and put it away and keep it out of my freezer, which just makes me really, really happy. I haven't tried cheese yet, but cheese is on my list because I want shelf-stable products. That's my whole motivation, is shelf stability. I want to be able to go into my shelves and grab something and mix it together and have a very good product without relying on refrigerators and freezers. I had someone make a comment the other day about the butter because I showed a short about how to can butter. And she says, why would you do that? You could freeze it. Well, of course you can freeze it, and it hogs up your space. It hogs up the space in your freezer, and you actually have a shorter freezer life if you freeze your butter than you would if you had it shelf stable. It can last longer on the shelf, I think between 2 and 5 years, based on the conditions that you house it in. My butter is stored next to the ghee that I've made. They'll spend money and buy ghee, so I don't understand why the problem with doing butter. I don't get it. Anyway, I knew when I started this channel that there might be some backlash from people and disagreements, but I had no clue it was going to come like the thunder it has. There's some people oh my gosh, they're really touchy about stuff like butter. You don't want to step on their toes when it comes to stuff like butter. But I don't care. Look, I just want to teach people the little that I know and learn back from other people and have an interactive channel where we could support each other in ways, to be self-sufficient. That's it. That's all. And have a laugh now and then. Reduce, reuse, recycle what we have so that we're never in want because we use what we've got. So I just thought I would show you guys this. I had made a video that I wasn't going to invest in one because I am not about payments. We're still not about payments. But my husband did get me something for my birthday, and I think it's absolutely cool. And I would highly recommend, if you have the opportunity to get one, maybe taxes are coming, maybe you could get one. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. So I'm really happy about it, and I wanted to share that with you. And if you guys have any advice on lessons that you've learned using your freeze dryer, or any recipes that you have, especially MRE style stuff, that's kind of what my husband was interested in. So if you have anything like that you could share with me, I'd be really happy to hear all about it. I'm really excited about that. So hey, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye.